Roll your damage. Whew.
Yes!
Damn.
30 fire damage.
That was one hell of a roll.
Finally.
That's literally the highest you could have possibly gotten. That was a perfect roll. That was 30 fire damage. That's an 8, an 8. That's a double 8 roll. All right, perfect. Okay. So, that chromatic orb, you summon it, and as it kind of appears right just in your hand, you see it actually swell to even larger sizes than you were expecting, as the magic kind of slips away from you in the tides of chaos, and as you fire it, it grows larger and larger and larger as it sails towards the amalgam. And as it smashes into the side of it, you see it just burn away entire chunks of its carapace. And the orb sort of lingers as it just continues to burn and burn and burn. And when the fire finally fades, all you see is just kind of half of the creature remaining. The rest turned to ash.
Yes!
And so, because the creature is dead, the runes it summoned fade as well. And so the unholy light that was bathing the cavern fades. And that creature's dead. So, I'm assuming that's the end of your turn, Irving.
Yeah, that is.
One more little worm, but the next in the turn order is Nightshade. So Nightshade, if you want to take care of the worm for Duja.
I'm hoping Ribbon and I can take care of the worm, so let's Eldritch Blast this worm too, or hopefully. Does 16 hit? Did it go through?
16 does hit, yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. So with 10 force damage, you fire one last Eldritch Bolt at the worm that's grabbed onto Duja, and it kind of wriggles and curls up and dies in the swamp. And so with that, creatures have been defeated. And though some of you are nursing rather nasty injuries, the cave is now silent, free from horrific whispers and the slithering of tentacles. Oh, actually, Bay,
Uh-oh.
if you're gonna stand there, I do have to make a con save.
No!
You were kind of out of it when you were standing on the other side, but now you're standing in the sludge.
You know, I just like to go through the sludge sometimes. No fear.
In the bliss of victory, you stand. You accidentally wade into the swamp, and you feel it kind of burn at your legs as you walk into it.
Oh, barefoot. This is horrible.
So you're gonna take. No, that's the wrong dice. You're gonna take actually 6 poison damage.
Oh, that's wonderful. With a youch, I'm gonna jump back.
Yeah, Duja wasn't taking that because Duja had the potion.
I fucking hate this place, and I want to go I want to go to bed.
Ribbon's also not like a corporeal creature, and your hummingbird was flying, so they weren't taking it. But yeah, that would have been.
They fooled me. Everyone fooled me.
That would have been happening at the end of every turn you stood in the sludge.
This is horrible. What are we here for again? What? Why did we do this?
I think the oil, but where did it like eat the oil?
I think it's the trees. I think the trees are the oil. We gotta get the oil from the tree. You gotta get the syrup.
Yeah, you were told that it was sap from
Oh.
the tree was forming the oil.
Well, I'm not getting it.
I could get it, right?
Poison.
Yeah, Duji, you haven't noticed any negative effects from the poisonous sludge at all, as you did chug that bogworm tonic.
Let me get it. I feel fine, so I'll just.
Toss the lamp over.
Yeah, I forget who had the lantern, but you can just hand it off to Duji.
All right, I'll just. Yeah, I got it.
Woo!
All right. I guess I use my bark splitter maybe and
Yeah, with
put it
bark
in
splitter.
station.
Yeah, with bark splitter it'd be like cutting through butter against a tree
Alright.
like this. So you open up
little-
a small little cut and you see it begin to leak this kind of inky oil.
All right, and I start collecting some of the oil.
Yeah, you open the
yeah.
hood of the crystalline lantern and begin to fill the oil well with it. It only takes you about a minute before it's full.
Okay.
And so you close the hood back up again, and you now have a full lantern.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, here's our little lantern with the oil, mysterious oil.
You guys and your summons. It's a petting zoo around here.
Yeah, just a little bit. This one can be gone. Boop, you're dead.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna pet you, Ribbon. You did a good job.
Yeah, Ribbon sort of wags his tail happily.
Yeah. Yes, very good. Okay, come on, Ribbon. Oh wait, not over there.
You can click and drag and move yourselves together, yeah, like that.
Alright, well, I don't know about anybody, but I need to take a nap. I am in desperate need of some sleep. My toes hurt now. I'm pretty sure I like disintegrated a couple layers of my feet.
Oh.
Yeah, it did not feel. This is probably why my mother told me to wear shoes. She
True.
knew I would come into this.
So with the lantern safely tucked away and the creatures defeated, what's your course of travel? Do you camp here? Do you try to leave the Badlands before camping? What do you do?
This place is kind of the worst ever, so
Yeah.
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 I'm gonna vote against that.
If anything, I think like a short rest here, just to make sure HP is okay, and then whatever happens on the road happens on the road, and then we could take a long rest, hopefully. I definitely need
Sounds fair
some
to me.
HP.
All right, then yeah, make a quick short rest.
Yeah, I'm napping in here. Crawling up on here though.
Yeah, you can
Huddle with
camp
these
up in
rocks.
this now empty cave for a bit. It's not the most pleasant of atmospheres, but it'll do.
I'm crying about my feet.
So roll anything you need to roll. Make those short rests. Gain back what you gain back, and then we'll resume our journey when you're all ready.
Alright, I've cried long enough about my feet. They don't hurt anymore.
Very well. Then if you're all ready to go, then you pack up your things and prepare to continue. So we'll assume that the summons you have out are still out, but I'm not going to drag them out for every single page. We'll assume that they follow loyally behind you all.
Such a loyal little bird. Alright, well, no one touched the sludge.
All right. So as you make your way back through the Badlands, carefully tiptoeing around the pools of fetid sludge that fill the entire land, and weaving your way around giant skeletons of dragons and fish and other horrific-looking creatures, you make your way back to the area where you killed those those stilt-walking birds. You don't notice any more of them, as you did. You killed the ones that were there, and so you managed to avoid them. As there are not quite any to fill the gap. They're still on cooldown. They haven't responded yet. And so you pick your way carefully back across the swamp, weaving your way back around those dead stilt birds and off towards the rockier area of the Badlands, which let's just grab this map because we need to load it. It's been a while. So you reach kind of the after traveling for a while, you reach the edge of the Badlands once more, and can make your way back towards the far safer terrain where you don't have to constantly tiptoe around poisonous slime. So, where would you like to go now, as you sort of reach this area here?
That's a great question. Do we ever figure out what advice we're gonna ask?
I was gonna mention if none of you did. But,
Did we ever figure that out?
It was 2 weeks ago, so if you forgot, that's fine. But you did say that you wanted to stop by the Wanderer again, as you had purchased advice offer, but not actually cashed it in yet.
I think we were going to ask it about, like, we're going to face after this fun miasma thing up here.
About miasma. How do we get through what's beyond miasma? And is Elizabeth there? Is that two? I feel like that's two questions.
That could be qualified as one. I can stretch that a little bit. I'm not going to be like a huge stickler. I'm not like counting your word count like on Twitter.
No, that's two questions. I want to know about Elizabeth. That's why I'm stuck in this hellhole. She does not make it out of this alive. I'm gonna be very, very upset. Any other questions and concerns we have on our adventure?
I'm just vaguely wondering what the Long Stop Isle was, I guess. I really went there.
The Long Isle. What? Oh!
A little isolated thing on the
Yeah.
side of the map.
That is curious. That's curious.
But how would we even get over there?
We die.
Oh.
That's limbo.
Well, I think it's just best we don't find out then, if that's the case.
I don't think so.
Chat's suggesting is jump, so I don't know if they're right about that one. All right, so you're making your way then south towards the Wander.
suppose, yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's go, team.
then yeah, you turn you're heading south and wander your way back towards her shop, where you find her waiting for you, as she promised. You carefully weave your way back along that thin little land bridge toward her. And she greets you once more. And as she sees you all arriving, she says, "Ah, you all look rather worse for wear.
Is it obvious?
I trust then you had fun in the Badlands."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A real blast. We see where the name comes from.
Yeah.
Good, good.
Oh. Yeah.
And I see my bogworm tonic has served you well. Yes? She
Oh.
looks at you, Duja.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't think we could have done it without your help, actually. So
That
thank you
is
for
good as well.
I burned my toes.
I see.
that.
Well then, what's the reason for your visit? To what do I owe your company?
We've come to cash in our advice.
I see.
At that.
Very well. Was there something you wished to ask?
Take it away, gang. Is that all? Just one moment.
Yeah, you guys can all decide on something together. You don't
Here's
have
our
one of you doesn't
Right.
have to just suddenly come up with a question and ask it. You guys can just decide on the question together.
I didn't want to say the wrong thing.
I just listen to advice. A lot of pressure. We all gotta use our big brains right now.
And yeah,
What do we desperately need to know?
I'll give you some wiggle room if you want to like string two questions together, but I'm not gonna like let you go crazy with it.
That means push the buttons. All right. All right.
We
What's
asked
beyond-
something about the. Yeah.
Ask it.
Maybe we asked something about the Midnight Mother, I think her name was?
Midnight. That would be a great. Yeah, writing that one down. So we're facing Midnight Mother, or the Midnight Eyes of Midnight. We're facing the Eyes of Midnight. All right, we know that. How the fuck are we not gonna die? And I'm real concerned that Elizabeth is gonna be dead by the time we get there. We're gonna cause her death, and then we're all gonna wake up and be like, well, "Damn, guys, we failed." And I'm not in y'all's area, so y'all on your own. I'm not coming back to no dreams. So, Midnight.
Was there a question in there somewhere?
It's somewhere. We're still ironing it out. Don't worry about it. We're ironing it.
Very well. Take your time. Take your time. There's no rush.
So I
Maybe
guess,
can talk to myself.
yeah, I think like how, there's actually a lot that we could ask. I do think like trying to learn more about Mother Midnight might be pretty good.
What
I
does
wonder-
Mother Midnight want with Elizabeth, and how do we get Elizabeth out of here alive? Can those two questions be connected somehow? What does she want? How do we keep her alive?
I think
nay.
I'm good with
No.
that. My concern, I wonder if she's like, will the Wanderer know? How much beyond does her knowledge extend? Can she pull information from beyond these dreams?
She better be able to.
Okay.
Word to God.
Yes. Okay. I think that would be a good thing to ask about Elizabeth and Mother Midnight, because we haven't been able to get answers about those, especially Elizabeth, from anybody.
Yeah, did you also your instinct as you kind of consider the Wanderer and everything you've seen so far of her? There's something kind of mystical about her. She clearly knows a little more than anyone else you've met in the dream so far. In fact, she last time you met her, she called out Suri even though Suri wasn't even there. So there's clearly something. She's probably the only person who could at all recognize the nature of any of this stuff.
Okay. All right. I'm feeling more strongly about that then. Yes.
All right. Are we ready for the question?
Have you come
Any
to your
other-
decision then?
Oh, I think so. I don't know yet, sir. Ma'am, thing. Are we satisfied about asking about Midnight and Elizabeth?
Yes.
All right. A decision has been made, and this is the question we have for you.
Very well.
What does Midnight want with Elizabeth, and how do we extract Elizabeth from this nightmare? Hopefully alive.
A good question indeed. You see her sort of look up, and as she kind of looks up, you can see under the brim of her hat, just briefly, and you can see that she's actually wearing a blindfold over her eyes under the brim of her wide wizard's cap. And as she looks up, she just kind of to herself says, "Did you hear their call, Justicia? They seek information, and I would grant it to them. What does the Lady of Midnight want with this young girl? And how may they save young Elizabeth?" And as she looks up, you see her eyes kind of glow from under the blindfold.
Ew.
And then when next she speaks, she doesn't talk with her own voice. Her voice sounds different. Where once she was kind of sing-song and wispy, now you hear a more commanding but still female voice. And the voice says, "The Lady of Midnight seeks from the child a body with which to walk the mortal plane. Should you wish to save Elizabeth, you must wander deep into the orphanage. We are our experiences. We are our past. It shapes us, it makes us stronger, and it makes us weaker. A demon such as this would seek to exploit that. Should you wish to save Elizabeth and reach the demon, you must heal the past." And then you see the Wanderer kind of shudder. And then she kind of looks down, back herself again, and her voice has changed. "Was that to your satisfaction?"
Yeah. I'd say. More than we've heard from anybody else about this.
Yeah.
Good, good. I am not sure of the words that you were just told, but I am glad that they serve you well.
We're gonna be dealing with an angsty teen who has issues, and we're gonna have to help them get by with those issues.
I see. Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you so much. Bye now. I hope we meet again, or we don't.
I'll remain here for a time, in case you should seek to return that which you've bought of me. But I imagine once you leave, I shall be gone too.
You're suspicious but helpful.
Hmm. Not sure if you would answer any further questions, but other denizens of this realm are aspects of Elizabeth's nation, right?
She just kind of cocks her head at you and says, "Is that the case? You see, I've not done much conversing. In fact, you're the only ones to visit my shop for quite some time. But if that is your instinct, I trust it to be true."
I'm curious though, where did you come from? Very different from the rest of those here.
I wandered from quite a ways off. I find myself often getting lost in the most unusual of places, though I must say this is one of the most unusual yet. I didn't think it possible. But then, here we are. He just kind of looks around for a moment and then back towards you.
That's something else.
Well, thank you for that.
Yeah,
Happy to
thank you.
assist. Please do visit again, if you wish.
We'll try. See what happens.
Our journey allows for it. It was very nice meeting you.
You're a big help, so we really appreciate it.
Happy to be of service. As you turn from the wander and make your way back along the path, off towards the dying forests of the land. And so, where do you travel next?
Okay. Okay.
Yes, you're kind of wandering your way back along this path here, and you can go where you wish. What's your destination?
I feel satisfied with everything, except the dragon and the tree from the force of the dam. That's the only thing that I'm like, no, what was that? We're not done with that. Well, I don't know where else to go.
What's left for us to do? We're beat up. And, I think we've completed all the tasks we were given by everyone down here beyond taking that on. So...
Well, let's find somewhere to long rest at. Find somewhere to sleep. And then we will go from there.
Well, then where would you like to go?
Do we need to talk to the witch lady again? Do we need to talk to my man who I forgot the name of again?
I don't think we need to talk to the dancing lady again.
Same.
You guys want to take a nap and play some bowling at Virtue's Last Stand, and then carry on with our life?
Will he let us sleep there?
If we just play long enough, eventually he'll fall asleep.
There was an inn in Virtue's Last Stand.
Oh,
There was also an inn.
There's a graveyard with a bunch of empty plots in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, maybe we should do
In
that.
is in quotes, but it was an inn.
I think that sounds
I'm with
good.
that.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It'd be
Go
nice to-
practice our death, and then maybe play some bowling again, and then into the fog we go.
Should we take any time to muse about what the advice we received was?
Well, let's definitely do that. We have a long travel ahead of
Yeah.
us.
You can do that when we
Is it?
long rest.
So there's definitely a lot to digest there.
Yeah.
I'll bring you guys back to Virtue's Last Stand. So you make your way back. I think you wanted to go north in town, yeah?
Yes.
You wander your way back into town, past those kind of aimless, wandering skeletons, and weaving through that kind of crowd, you make your way to the north side of town, where the graveyard and Jacques' little shop lie.
Good day, sir.
Yeah, as you make your way back towards the graveyard, you see Montreno there, and he says, "Oh, good, you're back. Would you like to arrange a stay with us? We have some empty beds, if you desire them."
Thank you, Mr. Monster Nose.
That's not quite my name, but it's close enough, I suppose.
That was pretty close, actually. I'm immediately going to bed. I'm done. My feet hurt.
What food do they have here exactly?
I don't remember.
Yeah, as you kind of sit down at the table, you can actually see a spread of food. Some of it is kind of half eaten, but there are some plates that haven't yet been touched. One of the skeletons sitting at the table already is just kind of picking up pieces of food and stuffing them into his mouth, and then it just sort of falls out of his rib cage onto the ground.
How's it taste, man?
Skeleton just kind of looks up at you
Yeah, for sure.
and then just looks back down at the plate and just begins to continue to shovel food into his mouth.
Some good berries, guys. I'm just gonna eat a good berry.
I'm a little scared of the stage of decay that the food is in, given the rest of everything around here.
Would you like a good berry?
What if you've got any to spare?
I have 4 to spare. Here are good
Wait,
berries. I'm gonna give you all
Okay,
4.
I'm
There you
gonna-
go.
all
Yeah, all
4?
4. There you go. Yeah, I'm not getting out of this bed, so if anyone else wants one, you have to give them one. But I'm not getting out of bed.
Okay.
I'm gonna sleep in the
Big
chair.
around.
And then I'm gonna cast Mudberry again.
Oh, thank you.
Mudberry's back.
Berry over here.
So good berries are a small little berry that when you consume them, they do heal 1 hit point, but that's probably not that important since we're long resting. And they also provide you enough sustenance to survive an entire day on a single berry. So when you eat the berry, you no longer feel starving for food. You feel quite full. So, is there anything anyone wants to do before they long rest?
Not I.
I think I'm all good.
Just gonna feed Nightfish and then take a snooze.
Practice dying.
What?
Yeah, I love practicing dying. It's
I'm
fun.
good at that.
It's a little test run. All right. Then yeah, you spend some time feeding your fish and trying to get as comfortable as you can in those coffins. Again, they're just sort of hard wood, so it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. But you guys do have like bedrolls and stuff if you wanted to place them down. Yeah, these coffins have been kind of like there's holes dug up, so they're down a little bit in the earth, so you have to kind of climb into them. But you all settle in. Duja, you're gonna sleep on the table up there.
Yeah, she's so exhausted. She took the berry and just knocked out.
Yeah, you kind of rest your head down on the old wooden table and are lulled off to sleep by the sound of a jawbone rattling against food. And so you each take your long rest. So make sure you do that on your sheet as well. So everybody's ready to go. Can you? You've all long rested.
Right.
Then I won't say in the morning because there is no real morning here. It's kind of always nighttime. But when you've rested long enough and you awake, you find yourself just kind of still staring at that eerie purple sky, and pull yourselves up, sitting up in the coffins. Your joints and your bones feel a little bit stiff from the rather uncomfortable sleep, but nobody has buried you in there. Nightshade, as you wake up and kind of look around, you notice that like part of the world that you've been kind of up against has actually crumbled away, getting closer and closer to that fence.
What on earth? Guys, I think this world's degrading kind of quickly.
Nah, it's the same rate it's always been.
I don't ever think I've seen a big chunk take out that quickly, though, like all at once, overnight.
Yeah, it was over 8 hours, I guess.
No, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry
I
about
could have fallen off. If it had
It
been just a
wasn't close
little bit
enough.
more.
It wasn't close enough. Don't worry. I feel like you would have woken up. You would have been fine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or you could be floating in space right now. Like I don't know what happens if you fall off.
Yeah, I don't think we want to find out.
you
Slightly
don't
curious.
you don't come back. That's what they told you last time.
All right, we got a big day ahead of us, gang. We got a big, big day. Today's the day we die. Would anyone like to play bowling before we do so?
Sure.
Yeah, I need to get a good game. If I don't do good in bowling, then I'm dying in real life today. That's what I have convinced myself.
As the world casually falls apart at our feet.
Gotta enjoy the good times, you know. It's how we're gonna help Elizabeth heal. Elizabeth got some trauma she's going through, and we're gonna help her heal through bowling.
Gotta go bowling before the bowling place disappears too.
We gotta get to her
True.
before it happens. We came back in a second.
All right. So you make your way back into Jacques' little shop.
Hell yeah, that's what we needed.
Where he is still waiting behind his counter. And actually, one of you can make a perception check if you want. Or all of you, doesn't really matter.
Woo! I got 60.
Alright, but as you guys walk in, but you notice like along the wall here, there's kind of bits and pieces of the stone have begun to kind of crumble inward.
Damn.
There's almost like a hole in his floor now.
Damn. Elizabeth is not going to be able to play bowling.
Well, at least we were able to squeeze one in.
Hell yeah, we were. Sucks to suck.
But Jacques greets you warmly with the only smile he can give, and says, "Ah, you're back. Welcome. Here to play again."
Of course. Couldn't stay away.
Very good. Very good. Now then, who's up first?
Eh. Somebody. Anybody.
Whoever'd like to go
First.
first, just take your
Hell
pick.
yeah! Go.
Okay. What do we need to roll for this again? Just a d20?
I'm scrolling back to it. So it's a while back in my
Oh, yeah.
in my note. All right, so you get 2 shots, and for each shot you're rolling a d10.
Alright, no whammies.
Oh.
Natural 1.
Oh.
Woo!
Oh.
All right. So on your first one, you just kind of brush the edge of one of the pins, and
Okay.
it topples over, but it doesn't manage to hit any of the other ones, and so your first one, not great.
You got this, Irving. Don't even worry about it.
Oh! Another natural 1!
All right.
go.
The second one goes completely wide, and the cannonball just kind of hits the edge of the wall here, and one of the boards on the wall just falls off and rattles to the ground. And Jack just, ooh, that's a spot of terrible luck. Oh, I'm going to have to patch that up later, aren't I?
Sorry. Well, hopefully one of you will have it better.
All right.
Good job, Irving. No. That's good luck for you. Don't worry.
Honestly,
He twirls one of his fingers in the air, and the pins set themselves back up, but there's still a board on the ground there. You can't fix that up by magic. Only the pins have been enchanted like that. Who's next then? Hopefully the next person has better luck.
All right, I'm stepping out. Let's do this.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
cool. All right. I'm so ready. Line it up. Oh, there's no wind in here. Beautiful. And 7.
All right, so you roll the cannonball straight down the course, and you knock.
Nice.
You knock 7 of the pins.
Nice.
And so you
Do
have
I-
one
do I
more
roll?
shot. You have one more shot.
Do- Right.
You can roll another d10.
Feeling good. Feeling good. Feeling good. I feel bad. It's 5.
All right, so you roll a 5, and the ball strikes the first one in the row, and it kind of clatters across and knocks the other 2. And so you manage to knock down all the pins in 2 shots. You get your spare, and you hear Jacques behind you just. Well, at least that's one victory.
Woo! Self high 5. Well, I'm satisfied. I don't think we're gonna die.
He spins his finger, and the pins set themselves back up. Who else would like to play?
Well, I'm gonna give it a go.
Oh, Nightshade.
Hiya!
The cannonball rolls along the wood and knocks 6 pins.
Okay, not bad, but take this.
All right, with the second roll, you clear the other. And you two have succeeded at skull bowling.
Nice.
Jacques claps
Ooh.
and applauds, and well done, very good, very good.
All right, my turn.
And our last player.
Hopefully, this is gonna be okay.
Pick up one of the heavy cannonballs and roll it
Oh.
down the lane. You just kind of clip the edge of the pins and knock 2 of them. 1 and 2. And the ball kind of rolls off to the side. But you have another shot, so you pick up another heavy bowling ball and get another throw.
Bum, bum, ba-da. Oh,
The
Yes.
perfect roll. That's exactly what you needed.
Let's
So
go.
you focus hard and you roll that last ball right along the center of the lane, and it hits this pin and sends it flying. And that pin clatters off some of the others and forms a cascade that knocks all of the pins to the ground. And Jacques from behind you gives another round of applause and says, "Oh, I really didn't think you would have that one, but you pulled it out at the end. Quite wonderful,
Oh.
really."
Hopefully that's a good sign.
Now then, that was 1, 2, 3 victories, so come claim your reward. An omen. Bowling omen. Irving is in trouble. So Jacques just kind of begins to dig behind the counter for rewards as he ushers you over. Now then, to our 3 victors, I offer, well, why not make it more interesting? Let's have a choice, shall we? Either I can pay you in this multitude of gold that I'm trying to give away before my shop inevitably collapses into the void, or you can trade in those 3 victories and trade up your prize. How does that sound? Coin, or, and then he takes out a small little burlap sack and pulls two small little pumpkin-shaped objects from it. Coin or a choice between one of these. They're like little kind of made from clay but clearly painted to look like a pumpkin. One of them, both of them have sort of Jacques' same face, but one of them is an angry face, and the other is a little winking face. I offer you a choice. I can pay all three of you your gold, or the three of you can combine your prize and cash it in for a choice between one of these two pumpkin bombs. Fashioned by myself, of course. In my own image.
I'm up for trading in, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Very well. Then between these two pumpkin bombs, which one appeals to you more? There's the face of anger for your foes, and there's the winking face
Winking.
for your friends.
Oh,
Winking!
but I want to throw it at my enemies.
But
Well,
angry.
then you ought to pick the angry one. I really don't think you ought to throw this rather happy fellow at any enemies of yours.
Ooh.
Does that mean it might... Wait. What are these again? I got distracted by the funny faces.
So they're two little like kind of clay urns, kind of like the bomb that you had before, but these ones are like pumpkin shaped. They're shaped to be like little pumpkins, and the fuse is sort of the stem. But they're jack-o'-lanterns like Jacques, but one of them has like a really angry face on it, and one of them has like a smiling, winking face. One of you can make a check to try to determine closer what they do.
What kind of
Alright.
check?
Yeah.
I'll allow Arcana.
Oh, not me.
I got a 0.
Yeah, Arcana. Arcana makes most sense.
Arcana.
I got -1, so
Alright, well, that's a NO.
Might as well make the roll.
God. Yeah. I got +2. I'm gonna go for it.
Go for it.
I'm going for it. Oh, it's an 8. I don't know.
Alright, then you're not able to determine much more than what Jacques has told you. But
Yeah,
he said
I mean,
that
that's angry.
he said that the angry one is for your foes, the smiling one is for your friends. So that's about as much as you can make.
Alright.
Well, do we want to throw things at enemies or at each other?
Oh. I'm with the enemies. It's easier to hit enemies.
I think enemies too. Because if it's for each other, then we might have to choose between like either of us. I think it might just be better to throw it at the
Enemy
big
it.
guy.
I
Enemy
did
this.
like chucking that bomb earlier.
Yeah, that was really nice. That was great. We didn't get a chance to say that was a great throw.
That was
It was
really
beautiful, Arch. Oh my god. That was amazing.
What can I say?
Got a good arm.
Noodle arms for the win!
Jacques
For
points
the
at the angry one and says, "This is your choice then? Ire for your foes?" Very well, very well. Feel free to take it. And he tucks the one you didn't choose back into his little burlap sack and stuffs it back beneath his counter and says, "Well, there's your reward for a game well played."
We might die now. I hope that we don't.
Well,
So hope
you
we
wouldn't be
don't.
the first. We're all
Oh.
rather dead around here.
Alright. You will cease to exist, hopefully. And that's all I have to say. Hopefully, if it all goes well, you will no longer exist.
Well, I do hope that doesn't happen, as I would
Oh!
appreciate another visit, provided my shop hasn't collapsed by then.
No. We're gonna fix it. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll make sure that we do our thing before that happens.
Good,
And
good.
yeah,
And I wish you luck.
me too. Wishing
Good
you
day to you.
many bowling pins.
Good day to you all.
Good day.
Good day, Jacques.
It's
Good day, Jim.
Jacques.
Is it daytime? I've rather lost track.
Good time, Jacques.
You say your goodbyes and make your way out of Jacques' little skull bowling shop. And back out into Virtue's last stand. So which of you wants the pumpkin bomb?
I am all good. I do not need it.
I'm used to
trust
throwing
y'all.
bombs and carrying bombs.
I trust your throw. I trust your throw.
Same.
Then I shall take the bomb.
Woo!
Yeah,
The
you
bomb
kind of
bomb.
carefully tuck the little pumpkin-shaped urn into your pack, and you're all ready to continue on. What's your destination?
We're going straight for the cloud. We're going for miasma.
Hippocamp Pass. Hippocampus. I can't say it.
That's all.
Yeah.
Very well. Then you wander your way back through the crowd of aimless skeletons, and out through the the town gates, wandering back across the empty expanse. And as you reach the Lonely Barrens, this time you turn your path north.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, sorry, no, I was dragging everybody but you. You moved just before I did it, so it didn't take you to.
It's like, oh, no.
Mustang. All right, gang. There's nothing with the dragons. Those dragons were just chilling. Okay. I'm gonna let it. We're good. We're good. I feel confident. I want a game of bowling. Irving might die, but that's Irving, so we're fine.
We must protect.
Oh wow! Thank you
Sorry,
for looking
Irving.
out for my safety, Bay.
Two different reactions.
We'll do our best, but you didn't lose the bowling. I said the bowling will determine what happens to us.
All right. So
Someone get the lantern ready. Who has the lantern? They gotta be in front.
I got the lantern.
We're crowding you.
the four of you make your way north through the Lonely Barrens, and eventually travel towards Hippocamp Pass. This place is marked with kind of old, broken banners that bear that same hippocamp symbol. And more of those rocky formations jut out from the earth like ribs. So as you walk down that dirt path, you suddenly stop as you see someone standing in the road before you.
Oh. Oh no.
Echoing.
Oh no.
Oh, we're lagging a little bit. There.
My God.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. I thought she hasn't been
Wait.
leaving. No. No one think the worst. No one think the worst yet.
Liar, liar, plants for hire.
Oh fuck.
Where's her dancing partner though? What was his name? Like Bertrand?
Art. No, that's not Art.
Where did I get that from?
What? It's Arthur? Or was Arthur the other guy? We don't know.
Her dancing partner was Arthur.
Oh! Is Arthur the other guy?
Arthur was
Our
the Lord
Lord?
of the Air.
Ah! Look at me, guys. Look at this Look at all this wisdom in here. Look at this
The
wisdom.
most powerful brain in the world.
Most
Yeah.
powerful.
So wisdom.
Whew. All right. Well, I hope this is just a misunderstanding. Hey, Miss Lady! You came out. You usually don't come out.
Yeah, you walk down the path towards Rosalie, who's waiting in the path. All off to the side, in between a towering spire of stone. And she says, "Oh, finally headed this way, are you?"
Yeah.
Yep.
You too?
Finally on our way.
I see. Well, then I wish you luck.
You're not dancing. You're not with Arthur. You're not in the church. I have a couple questions.
Yes, I had to leave Arthur behind for a time, but don't worry, I'll make my way back now.
Good. You just came to see us off then? How
I
you know we
did.
were coming? How you know we were coming?
I had a feeling.
We got the lantern. Is the lantern gonna work? Is it got we all four of us safe?
So long as it is filled with oil, and you remember to light it, of course, it should work
Alright.
quite fine.
When was the last time you exited your church?
Well, it has been quite some time.
It's good to see you out. The purple glow makes your skin pop.
Well, thank you. But land is far worse than I even imagined.
Yeah, we told you it was fucked.
Well, assume you are correct.
And we're gonna try to fix it. Hopefully, y'all be fine.
I'm sure you'll do just fine.
Thank you. Irving's dying.
What? No, I'm not.
You played the game of bowling, not me.
I'm gonna play bowling with you right off of this cliff.
Oh, you know what? That's a mama keep to myself. Woo. End scene.
Well,
Well,
if you headed off this way, toward the miasma, you're making your way inside, then I will warn you. There's no turning back past this point.
You didn't think about those dragons, Rosaline? You know did tell you about the dragons? You saw the dragons?
We did speak about them before.
We did speak about them.
Not sure I've learned any new information since.
Okay, well, you keep your eyes on them. Make sure they don't die yet.
Don't worry, I will.
Okay, thank you. I feel better now. I feel accomplished. Alright, well, with that, I'm gonna bid you adieu. Should we light the lantern now, or we'll know when we get there, like, oh, we need to light it now?
You can light it now.
Oh, that.
Right.
Alright. It was great meeting you, and sorry to say that we probably won't see each other again. But I hope whatever we do past this point will fix your lands, and you'll come out of your church more.
We may not meet again, but I wish you luck.
Oh.
All the same.
Thank you.
Bye, Rosalie.
You
Have
and
fun.
Arthur will. Oh, sorry.
With that, I bid a farewell.
Yes, he kind of steps off to the side.
All right, we need to light the damn lantern. I feel nervous.
Yeah. All right. Do your
I'm
lights.
nervous. I do know.
She lights it up.
All right, you better
Well?
lead the way. Lead the way.
Okay. Straightens her back. bravely steps forward.
Oh! Oh, nice. We have wiggle room. Never mind.
Very well. You light the lantern and it bathes the area around you in this pale blue glow. And then you make your way along the path. This narrow little path takes you, well, it leads straight off into the cloud of miasma. So if you follow this path, you will enter it. And so the four of you push on toward the cloud of miasma. And as you reach it, at the very edges of the lantern's light, you see the mist almost recoil from the light and pull away as the lantern's light forms a sort of protective aura around the four of you. And so you're able to walk along the path. As you make your way further, eventually that miasma begins to close up around behind you as it reaches the end of the lantern's light. And now you walk along this path in the only safe space on the entire road. So, give me 1 second. Copy you guys. All right. As you make your way down that path, slowly towards the center of the miasma, you see a shape lurking in the fog.
Oh. Mhm. Okay. It's fine.
Well,
It's fine. Everyone think good, happy thoughts.
Yeah. Underneath every person is a skull, so just because it's a skull doesn't mean it's bad or
Exactly.
evil.
You know, it's just a fundamental of life.
Yeah.
Continue along the path, all making sure to remain within the boundaries of Duja's lantern, of course. And you reach the very end of the road. And as you stand at the very edge of the world and stare up at this massive cloud of smoke and bone, the skull slowly begins to open its mouth. And as it opens its mouth, it bathes you all in this pale purple light. So bright that you're forced to close your eyes as it hurts to look at. And as you close your eyes, you all four of you feel your stomachs lurch as you are transported.
Mm. Mhm. Mhm. Mm. Mm. Good soup.
Mm.
You no longer stand in a purple void of unholy light. Instead, you stand in a starry sky, not a cloud in sight. You stand on a withered and broken path. Far below you, you see the moon. Centered in the sky. Along the lane, you can see a wrought iron fence and gate that block your path, but looming hunched behind it is a manor, a house. No, an orphanage. What do you do?
And
Well, I do recall that there is an orphanage that we must go into.
yeah.
You must wander deep into the orphanage and heal the past, is what she
Heal
said.
the past. Everyone, put on your therapy pants, alright? We're about to be some big baddie therapist up in here.
Eh. Does that require special pants?
Yeah, kind of, I guess. I'm not real sure.
Maybe
Hmm.
your childcare apron?
Get the childcare apron.
But I don't have an apron either.
Oh, should have packed an apron.
I d- duh.
Yeah,
didn't
you're
think I would
dealing
need
with
one.
we're dealing with a child. Child a little messy. You gotta wear an apron or something.
Ugh.
Got very sticky hands. Hello, thing.
As you reach the gate, you see just kind of standing just outside of it is a small shadowy creature, shrouded entirely in darkness. Only its eyes kind of peek out through the black. The creature is rather short and only really reaches your hips. And it's just sort of staring off downward off the edge of this crumbling land here.
Well, I guess no safety measures in this orphanage.
Like at any other orphanage, it's fine. Hello.
Small little creature doesn't acknowledge your presence. It just continues to stare off the edge.
I think I'm gonna leave it alone.
Maybe he's in timeout.
Or we can push him. I'm sorry, intrusive thoughts. Intrusive thoughts.
This doesn't sound like healing the past.
My bad. You're right. I'm not channeling the healing energy.
Maybe you're the one who needs an apron.
I do need an apron. The blood of the children is very, very hard to clean.
You turn your attention back towards that wrought iron gate, and in an arch kind of above the entrance, the gate there, in metal writing, rusted from time, you can read the words Midnight Hill Orphanage.
Midnight.
Mm.
Like the mother.
Mm-hmm.
I still have the eyeballs if we ever need them.
Wait. Oh, I wonder if the Night Mother is posing as the patron of the orphanage.
Right.
So what do you do?
The gate locked?
You don't see a lock on the gate.
Push. Push.
You push and it creaks with rust, but slowly grinds open.
Anything from Little Shadow Man?
He doesn't react.
Nah, something's not right. Hold up. I'm gonna place my hand on the little. Does the shadow have a shoulder? I'm gonna place my hand on the shadow's general shoulder area. Hey, friend, you okay?
Your hand passes right through them.
Did they notice?
Nope, they don't react. They continue to stare off the edge.
I'm gonna flop through its head with my hand.
Continues to not react.
All right, guys, it is air hug it. Air hug. There you go.
Air
You feel
hug.
better, friend. All right. Yeah, this is
Give it a little air hug too.
air hug it, guys. Feel the love. This is our practice round.
Can I take a closer look at what is there anything like magically up with this child besides the fact that it's a void creature?
You can make an Arcana, but
Sure,
it's
what
gonna
I'm
be
looking for.
you can make an Arcana, but it's gonna be a hard check.
Ooh, I believe in you.
Ooh,
I believe in you.
gonna try it. Luck, don't let me
Oh.
down. Luck, let me down.
It's sort of intangibly there. As Bay was waving her hand through it, the kind of the shadow of it would sort of disperse and then reform back into that that face that you see. It just kind of sticks there. But you're not really able to determine much else, other than it doesn't really care about you being here.
Maybe we should just go deeper. I don't.
I think it's gotta go deeper. I think
I feel really bad for it.
It's a child that's been trapped here, I suppose.
Maybe the answers will be inside.
And then we can push him
Hope
off the
so.
side.
But no, we don't push him off the side. Unless
I'm healing.
violence is
healing.
the answer in this, but I
Violence
would
should
like to think
always-
it's not.
Violence should always be the answer.
You make your way up those cold stone steps towards the door, and still you don't see a lock. And so you creak that door open and make your way inside. Inside. Inside you see a decrepit old building with furniture covered in dust and everything in a state of decay and collapse. In front of you, a chandelier has toppled down from the ceiling high above you and shattered in the impact. You can see an overgrowth of untended plants growing out of a garden at the center of the hall.
Noise.
There are 4 doors that lead off to the left and the right, but on the far side of the hall, you can see a door that's gilded, far more ornate than the others, and it gives off this soft red glow in the gloom.
Also gives off really bad vibes. I think maybe we should leave that one for last.
Yeah. Give some bad juju energy. You want to look at it though.
Yeah, you can see, Bay, this door, though ornately carved from wood, has this sort of, almost like a peephole, but just glowing bright red and kind of casting a little bit of light out from it.
Okay, that is not the door I want to go through. I'm not gonna look at the peephole. Never mind. Alright, yeah. I mean, it's a very magnificent door, so I'm just gonna assume that there's something bad. We got other rooms.
Plenty.
That might be nice. Might want to do some snooping around.
Yeah, I think we could just poke our head in.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Left or right?
I have a good feeling about this one. I hope.
All right. Hell yeah.
Right door.
Right door it is.
Right is right.
Right is right.
Alright, then you creak that old door open and make your way into the room beyond. Inside, you find yourselves in an old, abandoned dining hall. You can see a hearth glowing along the north wall, gently crackling and breaking the darkness. But the table itself lies abandoned, with only a few plates left behind. On the far side, an open window casts light from the starry sky outside. You can see another one of those shadowy figures, though this one stands and stares into the fireplace.
Guess he's warming up.
Hey there. You doing all right?
Doesn't react to your presence, it just continues to stare into the fire. Even the light of the flame does not illuminate its shadowy form.
Is there anything in the fire that it's looking at, or is it just staring into space?
It's just watching the crackling flame.
Well, I'm gonna start snooping.
Really don't like how the owner of this orphanage has like these elaborate chairs and elaborate doors, and meanwhile it's just wooden chair.
The chair will give you little pokes in your butt.
It's an evil looking chair too.
Literally, it's got horns on it.
Nightshade, you make your way to the window, and it is just a window that leads out into the kind of the front yard where you could see before. You can just see that old fence right up against the window, and the starry void beyond it. Bay, are you looking in here?
Yeah, I'm snooping.
Inside, you find kind of old folded tablecloths eaten away by moths, as well as some stacked kind of cutlery and plates, some little cups and knives and forks and spoons.
Okay.
I sit in the chair.
Sit in a chair.
Nothing happens to you.
Feels like a very powerful chair. I feel powerful sitting in it.
Does feel powerful, but nothing else happens.
Have we looked inside this cabinet yet?
Yeah. It's
Let's
just
go with
it's old,
Sorry.
old tablecloths, cutlery, and stuff like that.
It's facing out. Sorry about that.
All good.
I'm gonna step inside of him. Up in the child.
Nothing happens.
Huh.
You can just sort of walk right through him, and as soon as you step back out again, the shadow just reforms into the figure.
Now that how you wrap your head around that one? Alright. No real clues in here. Other than creepy shadow children.
What do you do now?
Should we go check out the other room?
Yeah, I think that's a
Sure.
good idea.
Is this a door too? The same that
I'll come
was.
back. I think so.
Yeah, it's about the same distance. It leads back around to the other one. It was to the south.
Okay.
So you make your way back into the entrance hall, the foyer, and yeah, there's that door.
All right.
Let's try the left. See what the left has to offer us.
All right, so you creak that old door open and make your way into what appears to be a small office.
Ew.
Something about that desk.
You can see sort of a long couch sitting on one side, facing an old desk with an ornate-looking chair behind it. All sorts of tattered and worn books lie on bookshelves that surround the chamber. There is a hearth crackling in this room as well. But what draws your attention is the book sitting on the desk. It's splayed open with kind of this faded ink along its paper. But you can see that it gives off this sort of faint red glow as you look at it.
Does the book say anything?
It does. Would you like to read it?
Yes, please.
Very well. Then, this is what it reads. Can you read that?
Okay. Register of Orphans.
Oh, I didn't
The
mean you had
follow-
to read it. I was just asking if you guys could see it.
Oh, yes.
You can read it if you like to, but you don't have to.
Shoot, ready.
You guys want me to?
Read it, yeah.
Okay. All right. This book says the following children are staying with us here at Midnight Hill Orphanage: Lizette, Charles, and Marcus, who are twins, Albert, Celeste, and our dear girl Elizabeth.
Now, off to the side of those, of the writing that's in kind of this black ink, you can see more text scrawled in almost kind of a rougher, different hand. Where those red markings are, you can see text, but you're not able to read it. It's in a language that you don't recognize.
And then in like this red, I'm not able to. Is anybody else? Does anybody else want to give it a shot? Maybe.
Over. Everyone peek over. Let's see if we can make do with this.
Each of you kind of lean over the desk and take your turn looking at the text, but none of you know this language.
Oh! Don't we have a spell thing?
Wait,
have
oh my
scroll?
god, wait. What we found in our Arvis's closet. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh
Does that work? Does that work on written language?
I don't know.
Mhm.
Read the scroll.
Yeah, it'll work.
It will work, it says. We want to use it on this? That's the perfect thing to use it on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Alright, okay, let's do it. Read this shit.
Very well. Then you pull the scroll out and read the arcane writing aloud from the scroll, and it begins to glow. And as you read the writing, who wants to be enchanted by it so that they can read it?
About Irving.
Yeah, I was thinking Irving.
Oh,
You've
okay.
been voted. You've been voted.
Very well. Then you enchant yourself with the scroll, and as you cast the spell, the scroll kind of dissolves in your hands and turns to scraps of paper. But as you cast the spell, the words almost kind of shift around on the paper as you begin to be able to read them. And as you are now able to read them, you recognize the language too. It's infernal.
God damn it.
God damn it, I knew it! Oh!
And
Okay,
so
what's it
now,
say?
reading the register, I'll allow you all to see it because why not? I'm not going to make you all have to defer to Irving. It now reads as follows, the additional text. Would you like me to read it?
That's ominous.
So, the Register of Orphans, the following children are staying with us here at Midnight Hill Orphanage, but more text has been kind of scrawled in after that in a blood red ink. And now translated from Infernal, as Irving sort of reads it aloud to you all. It says, I've included some pertinent information about each, in case the children need be reminded to behave themselves. These fears should be encouraged, not cured. And then next to each of the children, next to Lisette, afraid of dolls. Next to Charles, one of the twins, afraid of heights. Next to Marcus, the other twin, afraid of fire. Next to Albert, afraid of someone poisoning his food. Next to Celeste, the word deceased is written in brackets. And beside that, afraid of losing a friend. And last, next to Elizabeth, in brackets, are the words adopted. And next to them, afraid of being alone. And so now,
Interesting.
able to read the infernal text that has been added to the Ledger of Orphans. That's where we'll end the session for today.
Oh!
Oh!
I'm ready to run up to these dead children.
Uh,
I'm ready to run up to these dead
we're
children.
already like 15 minutes past, so
Understandable.
I don't want to make you guys stay here all night. People have things to do, so we will we'll end here for today, unfortunately. But we'll come back and we'll pick this up right again next time.
Hell yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that was a bit of a cliffhanger. I apologize, but necessary. We've already gone over.
So I have a theory.
All right,
We
let's
gotta
hear
go
it.
talk to me. That's it. That's the theory. I just have one. I
Very
think
well.
we gotta go. I think I figured out who is who. It's between. It's either Charles or Albert in the dining hall, and then it's definitely. Oh no, not Charles. I'm sorry, Marcus. It's Marcus or Albert in the dining hall, and then it's definitely Charles out staring at the height.
Well, I think the kid, I mean, he was staring at the fire, so I think
Yeah.
Marcus is probably more likely.
We found the twins.
Maybe we have to get rid of whatever they're fixated on that represents their fear.
Oh, guys,
So,
we're gonna
like-
have to have a really
Mhm.
emotional talk with Elizabeth. You're afraid of being alone?
Well,
Don't
that's gonna be
worry.
trickier.
That's gonna be a really emotional talk. We're all gonna have to figure out how to deal with Elizabeth. Look, your parents still love you. They said to us. They said to us they don't want you to be alone. Come home. I'm ready. 10 out of 10, guys. 10 out of 10.
That was a good session.
Good job.
Yeah, I am so excited for another mystery segment.
I love mysteries.
Yeah.
A little puzzle. It's gonna be so much fun.
We're in the end game now, folks.
Oh, what?
You're,
Yeah.
You're past the
We
point
want-
of no return. You're in the final dungeon.
I'm gonna have to drag this one out, guys.
Oh,
Really
no.
thorough. It's my only D&D thing going on for me right now, guys. So we're gonna have to be really, really thorough. So I'll make sure we do everything right.
All right. So does anything interfere with next week?
It
Nope.
should be good.
It should be good too.
Very well.
Should be good for me too.
All right. Then we'll pencil ourselves in for a yes for next week at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And if anything changes, let me know as soon as you're able to, and maybe we'll change some stuff. But for the time being, we'll say it's a yes. So yeah, that'll be it for this week. We're still just kind of getting the other campaigns together, so that'll happen eventually. But you know how things are with D&D. It's always hard to get things started, and schedules always change everything. So yeah, look forward to that in the future. Hopefully, in the month, but it's hard to say. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I don't think we have any other bookkeeping to do. So, our special guests, please tell everyone where they can find you. I'm already typing Boomy, so Boomy, you're first.
Hello, everybody. My name is Bumi Mamana. I am the party devil of Lucid Multimedia. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at STFUBoomy and on YouTube at STFUBoomy_. Yeah, I usually just stream on weekdays from like 7 Eastern time. But yeah, that's me. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. And next, Kat.
Hello, I'm Cat Planet Shine, codename Sparkle Ryuichi. You can find me on Twitch streaming a variety of different games, as well as my archive on YouTube and on Twitter, all under Sparkle Ryuichi.
Very well. And then next, you guys can tell everyone where they can find you. Your Twitters or your Instagram or whatever you want to say.
I'm Charlie Chorn on Twitter and Chorn the Firstborn on Instagram. I do art and commissions, and if you're interested, you can message me at either of those places.
And last but not least,
Bummy, I don't do anything, but you can find me on any social media platform under the name 2BumNugget. I'm sometimes funny on Twitter, and I'm hot on Instagram. There you go. That's me.
very well. So that's where you can find all of our special guests if you want to watch all of their and participate in all their other endeavors. So yeah, make sure you check them out because they all are very talented people. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. So thank you players for playing. Thank you viewers for watching. And we'll end here. So I hope you all have a good night. And we'll see you next time, next Friday, or if you stop by for other streams on this channel, we'll see you then. Take care. Have a good night.
Bye.